Okay, this is the PAES membership hours spreadsheet. So these are some sample students' names, and you'll see here it says serving district. I don't care how you list the serving district. It would be really nice though if you use the same verbiage so that we can sort it easily in the end. So this is really nice. We have Blue Earth, Blue Earth, Blue Earth, and then it appears again here, Blue Earth. If you entered a new student, try to avoid things like Blue Earth area or something that way. You'll notice for each of the programs that are in Winnebago, we're going to want to specify specifically the program. So if we added an ALC student, then we would want to name it this way. The number of hours per week. If you ever have questions on this, and there's a little yellow arrow up in the corner, you just hover over it and it will say, it will explain further. So if the student comes at 9, leaves at 10:30, that's an hour and a half a day. Figuring most weeks have 5 days a week, it would be 7.5 hours per week. The reason I have it per week is you might have a student who comes for an hour and a half but only comes 4 days a week or something that way. So if you were to change it and all of a sudden Johnny Johnson were to start participating in the program, but only as, so we'll enter him, he is Blue Earth, and now we're going to change it so he's only here 5 hours a week, then you would just change it to 5. You would enter the new start date on that. And you can enter it in whatever format works for you. This is my non-military way. You would end the end date up here then, so then you would enter that up here. Now, for these columns, these are the membership days. Under each month, write the number of days the student could attend the program, the days that PAES was available to the student, not counting on what was going on in the homeschool, even though yeah, the student wouldn't if USC, let's take Blue Earth. So if Blue Earth did not have school 2 days in September, but PAES was open, we would still count those days anyway. So if PAES open, let's say there were 19 membership days the program was available in the month of September, you would enter 19. Now this student started a day later, so we're going to change that to 18. And you'll just fill in. Again, then this student ended in October, so there was maybe only 4 days available to that student in October. Now he appears again down here, then it would be the new number of hours, and we would just enter the number of days here. So if there's 14 days left in October, then you would enter those there. To explain how this is going to happen, then when you go over here, it multiplies that out. So we get, there were 7.5 hours, 19 days, plus 4 days, and that should all calculate there along the way. So you could, and let's say then all of a sudden Johnny Johnson becomes a member of, starts attending the ALC. So then we're going to end him in October, and we're going to add him again because now he is an ALC student. And we would just add that down here and put a new start date. If it gets to become a problem, the student isn't here, if you want to go ahead and hide them, you can certainly highlight that row, right click, hide it, and then that student would disappear from your purposes at that time. We will periodically go in on our end and recalculate those pieces and may do some rearranging with it so that we can figure out what hours that each district utilized the program. If you have any questions, don't be afraid to holler. Thanks.